The year is 1944, and World War II is raging as the Nazis sweep across Europe. Meanwhile, 16-year-old Kate Bernath was growing up in Sisko, Hungary. Kate was a normal girl. She went out, she dated, and was being pursued by a special boy from town. In the blink of an eye, all that changed. German troops invaded her quiet town and put her family in a cattle car and sent them off to Auschwitz.
After 3 days and nights in that cattle car, locked up from the outside, and no water, no food, no toilets, we arrived to Auschwitz. They pushed us out from the cars, cattle cars, and made us line up, men and women separate lines. At the head of the line stood Mengele, the famous selector, whose nickname was the Angel of Death, and with his finger showed everybody which way to go. He asked my mother how old she was, and she was 40 years old, and he sent her to the other side.
Kate went the other way, and she never saw her mother again. For a year, Kate was moved to several different working camps, even given a number tattooed on her arm, until one day, while she was on a cattle car, all the guards suddenly disappeared. The Swiss Red Cross showed up to take the injured and told them the Americans were coming to liberate them in the morning.
And so they did come with their cigarettes and chocolate and all that. We were freed.
Finally free, but with no money and no idea if her family was alive, she did the only thing she could think of.
We went back to Hungary, and I found one of my brothers who was alive.
But there was nothing really left for her. No home to come home to. So she decided to go back to Germany. Meanwhile, that special boy from her hometown, Michael, he'd become a freedom fighter. He heard through the grapevine that Kate survived and knew she would come to Germany.
He would go and wait for the trains to come in from Budapest and see if maybe I was coming too.
Every day he waited for her. They finally married, had their first child in a displacement camp in Germany, and then immigrated to the States in 1949 with just $10 in their pocket. The pair one day opened up a successful luncheonette together, and then another one. They were open for more than 50 years and married for 72 years. A life she never believed would be hers.
When I was there, deep down, I knew they're gonna kill us. They're not gonna let us live to tell the story. But we didn't give up. You don't give up. It's an instinct. You wanna live.
Her beloved Michael passed away 3 years ago, but Kate is still strong and continues to share their story.
Well, I feel it's my duty to tell what happened, because people say it wasn't true. It never happened.
At 92 years old, she's proof that it did happen. Emily Young, New Jersey News Network.